One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, stat. Shorty. Down the man inside, down the man. Gold.
Wentz to throw on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abukum in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. A beautiful spin and room to run. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 67 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Wentz now on 1st down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Sunday.
3 down. Check. Lucky.
Sunday. 82.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter. And they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Shell.
Goff on 3rd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right. Come on out. Hey, 5.
57's Mike.
Louis. Dula.
Right here.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
76.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Cut. 180.
Let's go, D.
Let's go. 12. Let's go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
58's Mike. 58.
Out of the gun, Goff. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We got 4.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, stat.
4 down.
Sunday.
This is Coleman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Run.
Go.
Left, stop.
82.
51 to mine.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Coming to you.
Aguilar has it. And now running right through him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
All ball, baby. All ball. It's off. Ball. Get off here.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
We got it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game
Here we go.
are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Let's go. 12. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 60 yards. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Zerline good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Blitz 5-2. Blitz.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Great 15. Great 15.
Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Great 15. Great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On the ball. Great. Black.
Hey.
Ram.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Black, come on. Wrap.
Check 3.
Wentz gonna throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They give him a gain of 38.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Maddn. Try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58, boys, 58.
Lion.
Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
82. Stay stat. 82.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Whoa. Starting left here. Louis.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He got 29 yards that time. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the Rams getting set to go now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Tight end's right. Hey. We got 3.
Starting left here.
Here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Super 66.
To throw on second down is Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Goff now on second down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, lift! 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 Louis! 5!
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Please. Rip.
Wins to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Please.
From the gun on third down, Wentz looking deep for DeMaria. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 down.
To throw is Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hard ball, hard ball.
Mike 57.
5. Orange, 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 orange.
Throwing again is Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Los Angeles.
Orange, orange, orange.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's going to be caught. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
3 down.
Hey, lift.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Please. Rip.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
58 to Mike, 58.
Hey, empty. Empty. Let's get it together, deep. Lion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Strong right.
Run.
Four down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Blitz 5-2.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
82.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
76, tell him. 76. DC.
Goff on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A little dump off for Corral. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Goff now looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.